Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rafi Syabirin, Management Master student from State University of Jakarta. Today, I'm gonna presenting my research proposal, the influence of market orientation and entrepreneurial orientation on MSME performance through cost leadership strategy as an intervening variable. A case study of watch business in MSME GP14 Central Jakarta. Chapter 1 is Introduction. Background of study. Fundamentally, development is a process towards conscious, systematic, and sustainable change. Upon deeper examination, it can be observed that Indonesian development journey focus significantly on economic sector development. One of the driving force with the Indonesian economy is the micro, small, and medium enterprises sector. The MSME in Indonesia reached 56.54 million units, equivalent to 99.999% of all business in the country. The Ministry of Cooperatives and Small and Medium Enterprises of the Republic Indonesia state that from 2020 to 2023, MSME were able to absorb 97% of the workforce in Indonesia, contribute 61.07% to Indonesian gross domestic product or GDP, account for 14.37% of export, and contribute to 60.42% of investment creation. Until 2022, the number of MSME that have registered their business on the online single submission platform has reached 8.71 million units, distributed across the following location. As you can see in the slide, the highest ranking is West Java, and then Central Java, and then East Java, and the lowest ranking is Papua. The increasing number of MSME has led to intensified competition among business players. The dynamically changed and increasingly complex business competition compels entrepreneurs to continuously enhance their company's marketing performance, as the success of the product significantly impacts its marketing performance. Consequently, to survive such fierce competition, MSMEs must sustain their business performance in practice. With strong business performance, there is potential to drive MSMEs toward growth in larger enterprises. Several factors influence the performance of MSMEs, including market orientation, entrepreneurial orientation, and cost leadership strategy. Additionally, as an entrepreneur who plays a pivotal role in running a specific business, various types of challenge lie ahead. Therefore, a deeper understanding related to entrepreneurial orientation in shaping behaviors aligned with entrepreneurial traits become essential. Entrepreneurial orientation is a process of applying creativity and innovation to solve problems and subsequently identifying opportunities to enhance one's life in terms of business and employment. Based on the presentation and inconsistencies in research outcomes, the study is detailed analysis of the influence of market orientation and entrepreneurial orientation on MSMEs performance through cost leadership strategy as intervening variable. Case study of watch business in MSME GP14 Central Jakarta. There is 5 research questions. Number 1, does market orientation affect MSME performance? Second, does entrepreneurial orientation affect MSME performance? Third, does cost leadership strategy affect MSME performance? Fourth, does market orientation influence MSME performance through cost leadership strategy? And last, Does entrepreneurial orientation influence MSME performance through cost leadership strategy? Research purpose to find out the influence of market orientation on MSME performance, and then to find out the influence of entrepreneurial orientation on MSME performance, and then to find out the influence of cost leadership strategies on MSME performance, and then to find out the influence of market orientation on MSME performance through cost leadership strategy, and last, to find out the influence of entrepreneurial orientation on MSME performance through cost leadership strategies. And then research benefit. There is two benefit in this research. Number one is theoretical benefit for readers and for future researcher. And then practical benefit is benefit for MSMEs and the Department of Industry and Trade. And then chapter 2 is literature review. Strategy management, an art of knowledge that aims to strengthen, implement, and also evaluate functional decision that will make an organization capable of achieving its objectivity. Strategy management is also a number of decision and action taken that lead to the development of effective strategies to help achieve company goals. And then market orientation. An organizational culture is most effective and efficient to instill the behaviors needed to deliver superior value to customer and then improve business performance on an ongoing basis. In addition, market orientation is method that can be used by organization to identify markets and use them as the basis of corporate strategy. Entrepreneurial orientation. Entrepreneurial orientation is an application of creativity whose goal is to create and solve every existing problem in order to increase efficiency and also better service. Cost leadership strategy is a strategy used by companies by providing prices that are cheaper than the price of competitors. There are several indicators that can be used to measure cost leadership strategy. First is control of labor costs. Second, minimize operation management costs. Third, minimize the cost of administrative activities. And fourth, reduce raw material costs. MSME performance. The performance of MSME is an achievement or work result rather than the efforts made by business actors who made good result in terms of quality and quantity. There are several indicators that can be used to measure the performance of MSME. Previous research. There are several previous research that I read, and then I'm very interesting to take this title as my research proposal. This another previous research that I searched and I read. And this is my theoretical framework. There is market orientation, entrepreneurial orientation, cost leadership strategy, and UMKM or MSME. Hypothesis. There is 5 hypotheses. First, market orientation has a positive influence on the performance of MSMEs. Second, market orientation has a positive influence on MSME performance through cost leadership strategy. Third, cost leadership strategies have positive influence on MSME performance. Fourth, entrepreneurial orientation has a positive influence on the performance of MSMEs. Fifth, entrepreneurial orientation has a positive influence on MSMEs performance through cross leadership strategies. And then chapter 3 is research method, time and place of research. Time, the research time is the research will be conducted in January 2024, and then research sites is conducted on GP14 MSME Watch Business Area in Central Jakarta. Population and sample. Population. In this study, the population that will be used is the entire GP14 MSMEs watch business area, Central Jakarta, with 13 MSMEs. And then the sample in this study amounted to 30 GP14 MSMEs watch business area in Central Jakarta. Instrument development. In the study, what will be used as a research instrument is questionnaire. The instrument of this research are: 1. Market orientation. Definition. Market orientation is a marketing strategy where business actor must understand related to market condition to meet the needs and the desires of consumers. Indicators. There is 3 indicators. 1. Customer orientation, competitor orientation, and then coordination among function. We use Likert scale. Number 2, entrepreneurship orientation. Entrepreneurial orientation is an application of creativity whose goal is to create and solve every existing problem in order to increase efficiency and also better service. The indicator is the desire to achieve goals, control location, confidence, and openness. We use Likert scale. And then leadership strategy. Cost leadership strategy. Cost leadership strategy is a strategy used by companies by providing prices that are cheaper than the price of competitors. Indicator is control of labor costs, minimize operation management costs, reduce raw material costs, and then minimize administrative costs. We use Likert scale to the questionnaire. And then last is MSME performance. The performance of MSMEs is an achievement of or work result rather than the efforts made by business actor who makes good result in terms of quality and quantity. The indicator is sales growth, capital growth, increased workforce every year, market growth and marketing, and then profit. We use Likert scale. Data collection technique. In the study, a data collection will be carried out where data will be collected using questionnaire distributed to respondent. Questionnaire is technique in data collection that will be done by giving written question to research respondent and will be answered by respondent and will give a score using a Likert scale. Data analysis technique. The data analysis technique used in this study is quantitative data analysis technique. In this case, in the process of analyzing data, a numerical scale or data in the form of number will be used. What will be done is when the data has been collected, the data analysis will be carried out before the data is analyzed. A test is required, validity test and reliability test. Data analysis technique. There are several stages of data analysis technique, namely descriptive statistical analysis to describe related to the picture of an object under study using sample or populations. And then the classical assumption test is which there is a test of the normality of this testing process will be used with the Kolmogorov-Smirnov model, multi-collinearity to determine the correlation that occurs between independent variables, heteroscedasticity to see whether in the regression process there is a similarity of residual variance in one observation to another. Multiple linear tests to determine the linear relationship between independent variables and the dependent variable in addition to this. T-test to find out how the influence of the independent variable on the dependent variable. F-test is to find out how the influence of the independent variable simultaneously or together on the dependent variable. And then determinant coefficient test to measure the ability of the models used in the study to explain variation rather than dependent variables. Thank you. That's all for my research proposal. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.